Welcome to the level 3, appropriateness. What you have to do to reach your goal, is it appropriate? Or will another part of your life or other people be negatively impacted? There are two areas that might make you feel like it is not appropriate to proceed with your relationship. First one are big life changes, and second one are stuck negative emotions. 70% of women agree that it would be irresponsible to enter into a relationship before my life is completely sorted out. Maybe you're changing a job or you're moving to another city and don't want to tie yourself down in a current location with a relationship. Or maybe you go through a big life transition, finding out about who you really are, what do you really want. You go through some kind of personal development process. In that case, I agree, it would be advisable to complete it to a certain extent, because thanks to that you will be able to attract a better quality man in the future. However, personal development and learning is a lifelong process, so don't try to make it perfect, because you might be waiting your whole life for the relationship, and that would be a pity. Second area are stuck negative emotions, such as fear, anger, guilt, and so on. 3/4 of women agree that it is possible to find a relationship, but definitely not via online dating. If you have been insulted, rejected, or somehow hurt in the past via online dating, I totally understand you don't want to go through this experience again. What is needed first is a feeling of inner safety that the man can't hurt you no matter what they do, and until you achieve this state, there will always remain some fear about online dating. 1/4 of women agree that if I entered into a relationship, my life would be predictable and boring. Maybe you too like to socialize, have a lot of adventures, and it feels suffocating to be in a relationship, like you will become completely consumed by this other person and you cannot have the life anymore that you wanted. But actually, this is more related to fear of losing yourself, and it is not a fact that just because you have a relationship you have to stop socializing. Another area is grief. 20% of women agree with this statement. Logically, I know I need to move forward, but emotionally I wish to stay connected to my past. If you relate to this, it's probably because you're still sad about losing your partner and you don't want to let go because you're afraid of having this empty spot in your heart that's very painful. But the good news is there is a process, grieving transformation, that can help you move forward and not have this empty spot in your heart. A similar statement also related to grief is that I wish to stay connected to my past because this way I can stay connected to a dream that hasn't happened yet. If you relate to this, probably you had some future plans with your previous partner, such as you wanted to have child together or buy a house or travel the world or something else big that's really important for you. And you don't want to let go of this dream, and somehow it seems that it was only possible with this specific person. So if you let go of this person, then you will never have this dream in the future. However, through the process of the grieving transformation, you can keep your dream and still move forward, and that will actually allow you to experience your dream in other forms instead of staying stuck in the past. And last example we'll take is about guilt, especially about guilt putting yourself first. 10% of women agree with this. If I focused on my goal of a relationship, I would be a bad parent. If you already have children from a previous relationship, I understand that you might feel like this. So, you see, there are different kinds of negative emotions, and until they are resolved, each one of them can make you feel like it is not appropriate to move forward with your relationship goal. However, as soon as these blockages are moved out of the way, it is no longer an issue and you can go for what you want. Now let's move on to your action points. Open your workbook and take a note of any action points that is applicable to you. Don't worry at the moment exactly how you're going to proceed with the action points. For now, it's important just to build the path. We have 4 action points. Number 1, I'm going through big life changes and I first need some time for myself. Before I will be ready for a relationship, I first need to and here filling the blanks. What do you need to do? Do you need to move? You need to change a job? Are you busy with the personal development? If so, also the second point might be relevant for you. I want to be able to express myself, stand up for myself, and confidently choose my future partner. For this, I need to create strong identity and inner safety. Third action point is related to the difficult emotions. I want to create a space for my future. In order to do that, I first need to let go of past attachments and the difficult emotions, such as grief, guilt, anger, and fear. And the last action point is about online dating. I have to say a few words about it because 3/4 of women are terrified of it and don't know how to use it for their benefit. So, for you, online dating can be a useful tool how to reach more men than just the ones in your immediate surrounding, but it is only useful when you are ready for it. When you have the kind of mindset that you cannot get easily hurt no matter what the men do. There are practical strategies how to filter out the interesting men online, and I will share that with you in the future. How did I find my husband and how it was a lot of fun. But for now, you just need to know that the mindset comes first and only then all the practicalities about online dating. If you relate to this, you might want to check the following point. I want to protect myself from being hurt, judged, or rejected through online dating. Before I would consider using it again, I first need to create inner safety and learn the practical strategies how to filter out the interesting men online.